So here we go. This is the last injector. I'm just gonna rebuild it like I did all the other ones. But so starting off, the kit I have comes with this O-ring, which goes here on this. Let me get closer so you can see a little bit better what's going on. There you go. Okay. Comes with the springs and stuff, but I'm gonna put on these O-rings. This O-ring goes on this. Let's grab this real quick. There's more O-rings, but I gotta do these and then put the whole thing together. Then I'll clamp it down outside and tighten them to like 55 foot-pounds is what I think this sheet says over here. There's a sheet over here that came with this stuff on this O-ring in here. Just work our side to side. Oh my gosh. There you go. Trash. Now I take the new one. There you go. This is all good. Now we can put this to the side. We won't be messing with it. This is for inside of here, which we'll do last, but don't want to lose any of these pieces. Now, the first piece you need to make sure you have, check the bag real quick. And then check down here if you don't. Oh, I forgot. Some of them I sealed them up. This one it is. Here's the whole ball valve, the ball thing, but I don't need it because my kit came with one, which is this right here. We'll get rid of that. This is the thing you don't want to lose. It's a little reed in here. Oh, so you get a little magnetic. We'll throw the ball off the table. Okay. So that reed right there. So basically, take some Lucas, put it in these holes where the ball and the reed will go. I'm gonna call it a reed. I don't know if it is, but it only allows one directional flow. So don't know the exact name of it, but yeah. So we got those in there. So you take this, rip some on there. Two dowel rods that are long you put on here. Then the ball one goes on first. And it's very obvious how it goes. It can only go one way, but the ball goes down. And you'll see part of it, but it can't come out this way. And you'll know if it's in there because you can feel it. And the reed will go down also. Make sure it doesn't fall out when it goes on. There you go. Now right here I like to put some more Lucas, which is a sticky oil, just so I can make sure this doesn't move around on me. This is the old ones, they're brown, so throw these away. New one. Oh. Just because this thing's not going to have any oil in it until it runs for a minute. So it really won't hurt it to waste a little bit of this in there. So now we take this, that, a little bit excessive, but it's whatever. Oh, here, one thing I want to show y'all before I put this completely together. This is actually important, and a lot of people typically mess this up. And I can kind of understand why. It's this one right here. You see, it's very similar both sides. This end's longer than this end. So basically the short snubby end with this, like, let's just call it a washer, is closer that way. So that end will go on the thing, the spring. So we put it down on there, take it like this and drop it on there. The longer part will go through this hole on this end. So we'll just drop this down on there carefully and spin it. There you go, it lined up. So see, it should stick out the top. You see it right there? Right there, it just sticks out the top. If the other one doesn't stick out where you can catch your fingernail on it, then it's not the right one. You need to flip it over. It should stick out just like that. So now next, we take the injector tip and Lucas in it and put in there. I like to check it just by tapping it. It shouldn't come out super easy because Lucas is a thicker oil, but and then if it feels good after you do that, it's fine. Moving on. Let's see. Next, we just take this shell, check inside, make sure there's nothing dirty in there. And we already got our O-rings on, so we can just drop this down on there. Make sure you got oil on the O-rings though. Now, I like to keep this straight up and down so none of the stuff gets loose while I'm tightening this. So I can actually pick it up carefully because it's all greasy. I can use rags to make it grippy. Then once it gets actually tight and there's no rattling inside, I can turn it sideways and get a better grip. There you go. Tight enough. Now we take, oh, the piston's already in it. I forgot to take it out. Yeah, like drop some Lucas in there and on the sidewall. Now take this out. That in there. There. Take this. I set this down. Right there. That should go like that. And then should sit in there. Should drop down. I like to just push up and down. Just check it. You do not have to do this, but I like to do it. Just put a little bit around here. Helps keep this from this spacer. I don't know what you call this from moving, but line it up with the ones. These I watched the video. These holes don't matter as long as you have it lined up with the screws hole. It shouldn't matter. You got that lined up. Now we take this thing and the flat side. This one's angled. There's an angle on it. This side is flat with a slight angle right there, but it's flat right here. So the flat side should be something like that. So it's gonna sit on there like that. Already got my O-ring on there, so I like to take it, drop it like that. Put the screws in it. And drop it on top like this, and then take your thumb. I'm gonna lift this up just a little. Take your thumb and you push down. It's really hard to do. This is probably my least favorite part. There you go. Now, basically go back and forth between these, doing about the same amount of turns, probably like a half turn to a full turn. So that way this thing doesn't get cocked crooked or nothing, and you don't mess up the O-ring going in. Almost done. Okay, I'll tighten those down a little bit more, but it's not a huge deal. You can just tighten them down, just like barely. With a little ratchet, you don't have to get them super tight. This is my least favorite part right here. This O-ring. It's just kind of trial and error. Every time you do it, it's hard to do, no matter what. Practice makes it better, but still sucks. I go through and make sure everything else is lined up, because whenever I gotta push this in right here, it will pop everything else out. What's going on? There you go. It's in there. You see how crooked it is in there. So if it's sticking over the top, like right here, I just push it down. If it's sticking on the bottom, there's a weird edge. I'll just work it up like this. Walk this thing all the way around the bottom. There you go. Look at that. It's hard to show you, but the O-ring is down in there and seated pretty well. It looks good. Oh wait, one spot. Checking myself now. Look at that. Completely seated. Now I take a little bit of this. I just put it down in there. We got everything done on this injector. Flat side is to this. So it's all good. Now we drop this in here, because I'm going to take every single one of these bags out to the garage and torque them down, and I'll be right back with maybe not this exact injector, but one of the injectors, because they're all the same. They're all the same. I've all rebuilt them, but one of them I will show on camera of me completely putting on this harness, and you'll see exactly how to do it. Okay. Flat side, and then take it. So look, flat side, the small side right here So you flip it around, it goes like this. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Don't force it in, but just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Tap it in. Then wiggle it back and forth. Make sure there's smoothness. If there isn't, get some 2000 grit. Sand it down just tiny. Just right back and forth. And spray it off. But there you go. So next we're gonna. So look. The side with the curve, the angle on it, it goes like that, right there. So it should look like this. Oh, sorry. That should look like this. Non-angle, the cable pointing that way, the angle right here, not angle. Flat, angle, that cable pointing that way. Now, if you over torque this, your thing can misfire. There you go, just breaking it loose. Okay, so we're ready. Take this, slide it through. It should have 5 washers on it right there. So the washer side, and then the nut goes on the side where the cord sticks out. There you go. I'm just holding it. Once I get it close. There you go. I'm not actually going to tighten it with the impact. I'm just using it as a holder because I have to hold the injector at the same time as tightening. So I'll show you like this. This one you do not want to over tighten it. So look, I should wiggle just a little whenever it's loose, and then you get it just tight enough, it should quit. Like, oh, tight. There you go, it's done. Just tight enough. Barely even got it tight. So, I mean, there you go. Take these. So I like to go white first, even though the white goes on the bottom slot. Just because now the slot's full and then black O-ring won't go in it now. So now we go over the white one. And now it goes right there. White, black. There you go. And then this copper. People use sockets to this. You could even use the spring. Yeah, the big spring. Take a press it on there, and there you go. It's on. Okay. Hope you like the video. Also, I didn't use a C-clip because I didn't have to take out the old one, but there you go. I have to finish the rest, but that's it.